So, welcome everybody, and thank you so much for your interest in the roses. And certainly, it's a great pleasure and a great honor to be doing this. I really feel that this rose energy is calling many people. Very beautiful energy. So, if I had to describe to you in a couple of sentences what the roses are, I would instantly say about the heart connection they have and about the sacred, divine, feminine essence that they bring into your body. So the roses, as you know, you get very physical roses here. I've got the red, the pink, the white, and then you get other roses, the etheric roses, like the blue. Our beautiful little daughter, Sophia, has recently got a green rose and a violet rose last year. So there's different types of roses. And they're a very, very, very ancient and old symbol for the sacred feminine. They actually used to be used as codes for the work of the divine feminine. And the Sisterhood of the Rose, who used to work with the roses, they would use the rose as that symbol, and they kept it secret because, like some of these sacred teachings, they were persecuted for their work with the sacred feminine Shakti or life force, opening the heart, because it has so much power in it. So the roses, like some of the other modalities, can come across as kind of being feminine and gentle, when really there is a huge surge of power aligned with the I am with the roses. And of course, because they heal the womb and the hara, they bring the power back into the woman and help the woman or the man become embodied in the sacred feminine energy of love. And I thank Mercedes Kirkle for her reference to, the highest form of the feminine in men and women is love, and the highest form of the masculine in men and women is consciousness light, as many as the other aspects of, the feminine and the masculine. But the roses also bring in an amazing divine balance of the cosmic mother energy and the cosmic father energy in the heart. So we're going to have a little chat about each rose, and we're going to do a little meditation to see if you're drawn to the roses, what color you're drawn. Initially, me and Paul do like to suggest to start with the red, because the red is the root, and it's like a rose. You grow from the ground up, and the red essentially roots your soul, and it heals very deep. I've seen it heal very deep pain in a person's body. It can help with soul retrieval, healing the womb lines, healing the mother lines, healing the hara lines, healing the grail gates, and helping a person to become whole again while connected to the earth. And there's so much celestial energies available to us now, cosmic and celestial energies, and these are all wonderful. And the thing really is, it is to become embodied in it. And by becoming embodied, we really have to go into our deepest pain. And that can be like emotional trauma, past life trauma, ancestral trauma, in the mother line, the father line, the miscellaneous or soul line, which can go out into the stars. And certain roses have certain attributes to help with that. For example, the blue rose very much has an ability to heal the galactic war memories and that sort of thing. So yeah, we're going to go into each of the roses. They bring a beautiful balance in with them. The roses themselves are very, very balanced because they are love. Even the black rose. So when I talk about the black rose, if you're aware, if you've been, observing what's happening on Earth, some of the most powerful things have been taken and misused. Or like the Antakarana symbol, some of these things have been misused for selfish gain, should we just say? We'll keep it very simple. And the black rose is one of those. So the black rose is actually a really, really sacred, powerful rose that connects right back to 0 point, right back to the cosmic mother, the primordial womb, the original Shakti. And I thank Leyolah Antara, my teacher from the Alchemical Mystery School, because one of her words about the black rose, I felt when I did that workshop with her, she really got it. To me, the black rose is like depth beyond depth. when I was in the Black Rose, it connects with like the black dragons, and the black dragons are to do with healing. They're very much to do with healing, and they have again that ability to go deep, from your heart down deep through you, right back into the earth, bringing you right back to that cosmic primordial womb space. And Leyolah talks about the black rose being infinite manifestation. So, of course, that's connected with the womb again, the feminine principle, bringing it into the manifestation in the physical body. And it is the sacred dark. It connects to the mother goddess, the Black Madonna, and it also is really good if there's something that's happened to you, like deep, deep trauma, or something that you feel like you can't get over. The Black Rose is for a Rose Priestess. Those of you who are called to become Rose Priestesses, it's a really good one to rebirth people in the Black Rose, calling on the Black Madonna, Isis, Sekhmet, Kali. So again, this is such a lovely thing. Each rose will bring the masters and the beings of cosmic light, of highest source. All of them are connected with the I Am, the purest, highest source of the I Am that connects to the center of the earth, the heart, the source above. So, these energies are very, very pure and very, very loving. So don't be swayed if someone goes into fear if you say, oh, you're doing the Black Rose. It is a very sacred energy, and it's very, very feminine. So, and it also has really deep mystery. It opens you to the deep, deep mysteries within your own womb, right out into the cosmic womb, and the depth of that, which to me is infinite. It has infinite depth. So that was the Black Rose. So just to talk a little bit about as well the history of the roses. So they've been used through various ceremonies and rituals to bring in the sacred divine feminine. You can do activations, all sorts of different activations with the roses, depending on what you're working on. So they can be used for things like soul retrieval. They can be used for womb healing, womb line healing, land healing. They can be used because you can actually make, once you've got the lineage of the roses within you, it does become stronger, even though and invite you to work with the roses. And roses are completely intuitive. They're so intuitive. So when you train with us, we do give you a manual, with pointers, a script you can read to take people through activations online or in person. The in-person ones are lovely because we actually wash the feet and make a sacred ritual out of it, with the oil and the rose water. And it kind of brings in real feminine, nurturing, loving energy into the space, but they're also really effective on Zoom. And they will gradually open you more and more, open your heart more, your womb or hara more, and your third eye more to align with that threefold flame. Again, we're going to thank Leyolah because it was her that taught me about the threefold flame. I knew the threefold flame was in the heart, the love, the power, and the wisdom, but really it's the wisdom, the white rose, the love, the pink rose, and the womb, the red rose. And that to me is all about embodiment. So the roses also bring a lovely heart softening, a forgiveness. So they're the opposite of like being told off, harshly. They're this all-loving, nurturing completeness that comes in with them. Really, really beautiful, and helping you heal what you need, because the roses, you can work with the person's higher self. And essentially, when you come to the depth of spiritual work, there'll be a point that you realize you're the one that doesn't know. You're the one that's not in control at all. As in, of course, that there's a balance with that. But when you really surrender your life and your work to Great Spirit, and you keep connecting to God, Goddess, love, the I Am, whatever you want to call it. I like using the word I Am, present source. It's like that source oneness, that source light, that all-loving source, like Isis, the goddess of 1,000 names, whatever you want to call it, that will then align with you and align the guidance coming in. And more you will become more and more intuitive, and notice how different each rose activation is for each person. I'll give you an example. So For example, the red rose. Sometimes when you're doing a red rose activation, you can be taken deep into womb healing or deep into healing like past lives such as Avalon or Egypt or something like that. And the roses are very good at also healing the feminine lines, the suppression, patriarchal energy that's gone on men and women and in the lines, and some of these things that women carry, and men, of course, you know. So very, very beautiful. And I could go on a lot about how they heal, but just know they're really intuitive, and you will be shown and you will be guided once you start working with them more and more. So as I mentioned, they were used as a secret code of the divine feminine by the Sisterhood of the Rose. So the Sisterhood of the Rose is very much awakening in many, many women and men. And this was a group of priestesses that worked in largely groups of 12 with the roses, the sacred feminine energy, the Shakti, the heart. And it opens people up to deep truths within them, the roses. They're also connected to Venus, and there are planetary rose connections. Often when I'm in the meditation, sometimes I'll be taken through like a celestial portal, and they'll show me where the soul needs to be taken for that soul-specific medicine. And I've seen it so many planets, like Sirius, the Pleiades, Arcturus, Venus, Lyra, Orion, you know, so again, it's a thing, I'll just open the door and say, okay, wherever you're guided, wherever you're intuitively guided by that client's I am presence and the love of the roses, that will open for them. And of course, the more activations you do, the more you learn to completely surrender to the energy of the rose, sink into your heart, ground through your womb into the crystalline grid of Mother Earth, connecting to your I am, and empty your mind, and then you're out of the way. And you can connect heart to the person's I am presence, who you're doing the rose activation for. So there's another rose. I felt this one was a real blessing. It's the Rose of Melchizedek. And I was gifted that. One day Melchizedek came and told me to gift this rose. And again, it's the highest source order of Melchizedek. It looks like a kind of translucenty white blue rose lotus. And that one is given in community. And like the little green rose and the violet rose that our lovely little daughter Sophia Rose received, those are available on www.waterrosepriestess.com on the shop. So, and this one very much is about healing the sacred geometry within the heart and opening you to the Magdalene Melchizedek rose lineage, which as well is very connected to the blue rose lineage. I'm not going to go into that too much. So, because the roses are love, they have an ability to go deep, deep, deep into your deepest pain in perfect timing and perfect grace for you. They ease the pain, but they also push it out. So when I say push it out, I mean bringing the depth into conscious awareness, that you can be present with it. And the roses to me create a greater presence of love within you, a greater presence of the I am within you, for an ability that you can hold yourself, the injured parts of self in the I am. So it's like, okay, I feel this. And you're able to just sit and be still and be present with what you're feeling, rather than trying to push it away or fight it or, you know, or any of those things. It's just that presence that comes with the roses. And then sometimes things just melt just by their honoring and their witnessing. Sometimes they just disappear. But again, we could talk a lot about this, but just know that they have a power to bring the sacredness of the power of love right into your heart and ground you right into the earth. And of course, those of you who are very celestial and very connected to celestial medicine, certainly I found that at the beginning of my spiritual awakening, I found it really hard to be in my body. Really, really hard, because I had a lot of stuff, ancestral soul, you know, And that stuff has been such a blessing because it's given me a great compassion for what others are going through. And now I just like open my soul to spirit and say, okay, I'm here for service. What do I need to heal in me? What do I need to look at within me that's injured? Please just show me. Put all the cards on the table if you want and just say, Spirit, okay, I need help with this. I need help with this. Okay, I'm not too sure about this. And talk to them. Talk to your spirit guides and your I am, God, love, whatever you want to, and be open to how that comes. Be really open to the intuitions because the roses might flow through a person, a little, sign or a little bird and how do you know what a sign is? So again, this is about sinking into the body. Your body becomes a fully feeling vessel with the heart open. And your mind is empty. So when you're calculating things or looking or your mind is full, you'll often miss things because the key is to feeling. When someone talks something to you, the roses help with the intuition and the feeling body. And you might get tingles or you might just get, it touches you. And there's a kind of a wave breath and a feeling of love when you know it's a message. I get tingles a lot when someone says something to me, with depth, with spiritual depth, I get the tingles and my heart opens. My heart opens and I hear them with my body and my heart, not so much my head. So I've gone from kind of being analyzing what they're saying, trying to understand it, sinking into my body and my heart and just feeling what they're saying, knowing that whatever energy exchange needs to occur, again, not judging if it's like good or bad, because we all heal each other. Relationships is how we heal each other. But yeah, another thing the roses are very, very good at, helping you to open that heart field and strengthen it within your own being. So yeah, balancing the male and female energies. And recently I got shown something very, very beautiful. For the last number of years, I was meditating with my guides, asking, beloved source, please can you show me the original heart? Where is the original heart for humanity? Where is it? Please, if I'm meant to see it, again, with anything we ask for, it's really good to just let it go. Because sometimes we ask for things and they're not meant for us, or it's not the right time. And the last number of years, I've been taken out in meditations to the egg of the Holy Sophia. And I've also seen other people connecting with this Holy Sophia energy, especially like with the white rose. It comes in very strong. And I was shown the Holy Sophia Logos story. So the Holy Sophia Logos story is when the original 12 like galactic beings, I might not remember this story exactly right, but I'll just give you the gist of what I remember. So these beloved galactic beings, like creators of the universes upon universes, the Sophia, the Holy Sophia, is the one that created the Mother Earth, Gaia, the Mother Earth. And she loved and loved and loved and loved Mother Earth. She moved closer and closer and closer to Mother Earth. And she became so close, she lost her way because she came so dense, she then couldn't find her way back. And this, of course, is a kind of representation of what happened with the cosmic mother and the fall of Atlantis and how that left that cosmic mother light, the love in the heart left. Then we flowed up into the head, the thinking mind, and we weren't able to balance the heart with the cosmic light because it was only brought back to the planet fairly recently. So the Logos, of course, we're going back again to the Melchizedek story, the universal Logos overseer, sent down the Logos light, higher consciousness, to reconnect with the Holy Sophia and make her whole again. Again, a beautiful story of masculine and feminine and that sacred union that can occur within the self that we all have. Well, I won't say that we all have, but everybody that I've seen, so many people have it, and you will know if you have it, So this is one of the original hearts. And when you go back, and I thank Peter von Maltese, Zeneviller, for his beautiful medicine, stating that when we intend always to heal the original hurt, then all subsequent patterns after that, all the lives are just melted, they just heal. So this is why we go into service to help a client by getting out of the way and by asking what does this person need? Because if we go in with too much of a perception of what we think they need, then we're going to block what they actually need. So again, coming into the heart space. So rose grids are wonderful for land. I've been shown a number of times that one day, I'll give you an example. Grail had a number of maps to heal. And they were just sitting there and, he was really busy and I was guided to put a pile of white, red, and pink rose petals on one of the maps, and I just put my hands on it. And I said, beloved rose priestesses, rose knights of the highest order, those connected with the I am, I call on you now, please can you bless and heal this land? And it was on for about 2 weeks. And then he went to douse the map, and all the lines were gone. And they were showing me that the power in this love, in these roses, the power in it. And of course, when you do your own inner work, spirit keeps giving you more soul medicine. So someone who's done nothing might have a slightly different effect. They might need to do some inner work to be able to get that connection, but they do have an ability to do that. So rose mandalas for healing, where you set the roses, either the rose petals around in a beautiful pattern or whole roses, I'll often use crystals or shells and sacred geometry, sprinkling water. And another thing that I've often been guided to do with the roses is use sacred tobacco with the roses. So tobacco is a very sacred medicine in itself. You've often heard about the Native American Indians using tobacco because the essence of tobacco, it takes your prayers up to Great Spirit. So sometimes I feel people addicted to tobacco are subconsciously praying for help and they don't quite know how to get their prayers answered, and then it becomes an addiction. So tobacco is a very masculine energy, very masculine. And when you work tobacco with the roses, it brings a beautiful kind of marriage of sacred masculine feminine energies, because a little bit like this is the jungle tobacco mapacho, and again, this one is a lovely one to do with the roses. So in essence, and I thank my teacher Omar Gomez from the Quantum Soul Healing, the Campbell School, for this. So he talks about Mapacho essentially is protective. It's the grandfather, but in its core essence, it's about true connection of the heart. So again, really lovely to connect with the roses. So we run online classes, as I mentioned, and in-person classes. And you only need to do one once and you get the full manual and the full energy, the lineage, and how to pass it on. And we really encourage you to pass them on because that's how you're blessed and how your energy grows. So for those of you who are really drawn into the roses and deep healing and working with tobacco and medicine, we do run a shamanic rose spiral as well. And recently, over the last few years, I've been shown that the elemental clans of the roses are awakening in different people. There's certain people that hold elemental roses within their own being, be it water rose. I was gifted that by the Mer People. So very beautiful energy of the water rose, which will be starting next year, a 13-moon course on that. It's the love and the oneness, the sacred energy of Lemuria, and the water is the oldest element. So the earth rose, the fire rose, and the air rose. And this is a merging of the divine feminine love into our bodies. So these elemental roses are helping with a very deep embodiment of love. And different people have different elements. And in essence, a lot of the new children have all 4 elements. A lot of the new children have all 4 elements. And you'll know if you'll be called because you'll love like going to the trees or you'll love going to the water and you'll love roses and they can merge. So that's something for you to meditate on. So I'm just going to go into now the red rose. So this is the beautiful red rose. To me, it's magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. Doesn't really need much introduction, just by its own presence, the red rose. So this rose, I got a message that this rose roots your soul. This is the one that roots your soul from your heart right through the being. And I have seen this one help with power retrieval, as well as like healing deep womb hara issues to do with sexuality, to do with past lives, to do with grail gate healing, to do with a deep pain of separation as well in the person, especially if they've been a priest or priestess in a past life. Christ codes, which come through all the roses, the womb codes, the Holy Grail, and the Sacred Union codes can also come through this one. It's very connected to the Magdalens. And when I was meditating on this, a group of red rose priestesses appeared and told me they were the Magdalens, and one of them is Mary Magdalene. And this rose also has a lineage that's very unique. This rose also has a Rose Grail priestess lineage, which is lovely within it. And Leyolah Antara from the Alchemical Mystery School that I mentioned before, she does a specific training for the Rose Grail priestesses, and I would recommend her courses. They're fantastic. She's helped me so much, with a lot of embodiment of the roses. So that's the red beloved rose. And the pink rose, the red rose, of course, is in the root, the hara, down the lower cauldron. The pink rose, this is the lovely pink rose. Again, when you just look at this, you can just feel the energy of the heart from the pink rose. And this one even has pink and green on it. Very beautiful. Very beautiful energy of love. So the pink rose, again, the heart. We could spend a lot of time talking about the pink rose, but in essence, it's true heart energy. And why is that so important? That's really important because the heart is your multidimensional space. It's the space at which you connect with all the directions, everything, all that is love, all that is source comes through your beautiful heart. So the more you open your heart with the help of the pink rose, the more you're able to deepen your whole experience. You're able to open to more compassion and forgiveness and depth within your own being, because that's how it's going to move through you. And again, healing of the heart, helping you to become aware of what's in your heart and what needs healed. When I was meditating on the pink rose, it was Kuan Yin. Now, Kuan Yin's also, for me, that could be also because I've been working with a beautiful modality called Rahani Celestial Healing with Carol Ann Stacey brought that in. And it's a modality of the pink rose. Again, it brings in the pink rose of the heart and opens you to truth, love, and compassion. So there's a certain overlap here with the pink rose. And Lady Nada is the higher ascended aspect of Mary Magdalene, like the twin ray of Lord Sananda, who is Yeshua. And Shamuel and Charity, the beautiful heart angels. And this rose brings in also pink ray of love. So it can connect with like pink celestial planets like Andromeda, pink seas, the pink dolphins, Venusians, the cherubim. It's very good also at healing past lives that can be stored in the heart. So within your body, sometimes you can store secrets within your body. And those secrets can be connected with the rose lineage, where maybe you've been persecuted and your soul has sworn never ever to express the truth of that medicine again because of the pain you went through. The roses are amazing at healing that. And if you get recurring dreams or recurring things in your life, even little thoughts, you can use the roses for healing that. So now we move on to the white rose. The lovely white rose. Again, I love all the roses. The white rose is very beautiful. This one is, I feel this one for me, the Holy Sophia always comes in. And the Holy Sophia, to me, is like liquid, milky, pearly white, almost effervescent, if I use that word. It's like tingling platinum white ray water connected with Mother Mary. And the white platinum ray, the dragons, the white platinum dragons, the energies of the white clan. So like the Essenes are the original light workers and the original illumined ones. And they, to me, they can come a lot in the red and the white roses. And this one also connects to the Cosmic Mother, the white dolphins, Gabriel and Hope, Isis, the Cosmic Mother. And the other day I was guided to do a journey to Lyra with it. Lyra and the unicorns. Oh, sorry, I think that was the pink rose. But anyway, yeah. So really, really lovely. The white rose. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very powerful. Very powerful. And I notice that sometimes when I'm doing a white rose attunement, there'll be a very blissful feeling when you're giving the attunement. You could just sit there because there's so much love in the room. So again, the blue rose is a very cosmic rose. It's a Christ-light rose, feminine and masculine in perfect balance, total balance. And to me, I always see celestial water and the celestial realms. It's like a very cosmic, huge rose, the blue rose. And the water rose is the lineage of the blue rose, but they're very different. The water rose is much more about embodiment coming in, right into your body. The blue rose has this kind of cosmic, celestial feel to it. So expansive, so infinite. Very, very beautiful. Universal consciousness, oneness. Very connected with the blue planets. So for me, Arcturus, the Pleiades, and again, the order of Melchizedek Magdalene lineage, and the Blue Rose Order, and Venus. And I thank Mary Tobin for that, of Blue Rose Healing, because it was her that brought that into my awareness. A very beautiful one. And what's so lovely is when you do the blue rose in person, which we always feel to run around Christmas because of the high Christ light solstice energy and the Yeshua connection, we get lovely blue roses to make blue rose water and put them on you. So then there's the yellow gold rose. This to me is pure light consciousness, connected with the temple of Ra, Heliopolis, the sun temples, the higher sun codes to do with illumination, and again, what your I am presence need, what your higher self needs. So everything I've said tonight is kind of from meditations, from some of the teachings. And Jophiel and Christine are connected with this rose. And to me, I really get this rose helping you to connect with Helios and Vesta, the sacred sun energies, and your own I am presence. And I'll be running a yellow gold rose activation around the summer solstice, because that's a really good time to do the yellow gold rose activation. And then, of course, there's the platinum rose that sometimes appears with the gold rose, specifically when you're doing ceremonies like sacred union. So sometimes when you're doing an activation, particularly for the red and the blue, they'll just bring in the black. Spirit will just bring in the black rose to gift them, or they'll take them somewhere to give them sacred union codes, and they often put the red and the white petals together. So again, something that's been a little bit misused. Some of you might come from countries where they say, oh, never put red and white roses together, they mean death. They don't mean death, they mean sacred union, and there's a power to that medicine. And death can be a good thing anyway, because we all need to let go of what no longer serves us. So just let everything resonate, because old things that have been said sometimes don't relate anymore. They're not serving. All right. So what I'm going to do is just invite you to, we're going to do a little meditation on the roses now. So I'm going to invite you to just make yourself really, really comfortable. I'm going to share some music. So just allow yourself really comfortable. and allow your body to be fluid. So what I mean by that is no restrictions in the movement of your body, and straighten your spine if you're sitting up. Uncross your legs and your arms. Really relax your body. And allow your breath to just deepen. Allow your breath to deepen right into your body as we thank the sacred air for this gift of life. And as you slow your breath, you give gratitude and thanks for being here. And if you have a rose, you're welcome to put it on you. If you don't, you're welcome to just go with the meditation, as I'm going to be guided and bring in the roses, and you might see one that resonates with you most. So I'm going to turn off my video. And relax and breathe. We're calling on the highest ascended Rose Priestesses, Rose Knights, aligned with your I Am. The energies of the I Am, your highest source self, as you visualize white platinum gold lights, strengthening in your heart with your breath. Every time you breathe, these beautiful lights are strengthening in your heart. Visualize them increasing as a beautiful yellow gold rose opens in your heart. With every in-breath, the petals open. The petals open and open. As your I Am presence now, you surrender to the I Am within you to guide you. Whatever feelings, whatever thoughts, whatever niggles, anything going on, just be aware of it and bring your attention back to your breath. Try not to focus on anything else but your heart and your breath. As we connect in the one heart field now, the rose's highest Christ light, the one heart field of love, highest ascended love. And there's a beautiful surging in of platinum light as the rose, the gold rose, opens into a platinum rose, merging gold and platinum petals in your heart, with a very white light in the middle that shines all the way up to your I Am presence, bringing your highest self into your body, opening your crown, opening your higher chakras, of which there may be many, opening them all down to your heart as you're held safely and protected in this space, opening down your body, opening down into the sacred crystalline grid, right into the very core of Mother Earth. Allowing your I Am presence and yourself, just allowing to let go of anything that you need to let go during this activation, this meditation. As you breathe and allow, and if you're taken somewhere else, just go with where your I Am presence and your beautiful heart needs to take you. As you feel your feet, allowing the breath to deepen through your tummy and your womb or hara, down your legs, surrendering deeper to every flow of your breath, just allowing, sinking deeper into your body. And from below you, a beautiful red rose opens under your feet, with beautiful sparkling golden light, inviting you to connect to the higher consciousness grids of Mother Earth, inviting you to root your soul down into the Mother Earth highest consciousness light, disconnecting from the lower grids of Mother Earth that you no longer need. This beautiful golden light, filled with red rose petals, travels up your body into your heart, merging with the sacred heart light of you, inviting you to open your heart even more, to open your womb or hara, so the field becomes one with the heart. The yellow gold rose is also opening your solar plexus, sending beautiful yellow gold petals with some platinum petals into this rosy field, strengthening the rose column of light within you. Relax and breathe. Lord Melchizedek comes up to you with a beautiful wand and an 8-pointed star, touching your heart, activating the heart field, the sacred geometries within your heart, around your heart, helping them to heal and to form. Like out of your heart, these sacred geometries form around your being now, in a kind of a bluey violet white light. This is connecting to the Rose of Melchizedek. Allow the sacred grid to form around you as it holds you in sacred space, not out of fear, but out of love, as you allow your heart field to open more. And out of the center of your heart, Lady Nada comes up to your front, Kuan Yin to your back. As they gently touch your heart, a pink rose opens in your heart. Relax and breathe. Trust whatever you get, whatever you're feeling is perfect. Just breathe into it and allow the energy to flow. Relax and breathe. So you allow the pink rose to fully open. With every breath, the pink rose is expanding in your heart, expanding in your heart, inviting a connection to the 4 elements, one from each direction, one from the north, one from the south, one from the west, one from the east. Water, air, fire, earth, highest consciousness, elemental connections, to just help to guide you and to rebalance you and to connect you, to be there on whatever stage of your journey you're at. May they guide you on your path, and may you know if you are guided to connect to an elemental rose. Because only your heart and your I Am presence can guide you. Relax and breathe. a beautiful figure of 8 forms on your higher heart chakra like flowing water. Flowing water. Cosmic Mother energy coming into the higher heart like water. Higher consciousness, beautiful crystalline water. And it comes in gently. You can breathe fully. There's a connection at your back in the higher heart of white platinum light, air, a figure of 8, air, beautiful air element coming in, the higher consciousness element of air coming into your back, merging with you in oneness. Breathe and relax. And from your right, there's a sacred fire infinity symbol coming at the level of your higher heart, coming in to your higher heart. Again, the sacred fires of higher ascended cosmic light, the I Am, fires of the I Am, merging with your heart on the right. And from the left, a beautiful weaving infinity symbol of earth elemental energy, trees and leaves, and sacred winding, grounding, beautiful connection in the infinity symbol moving in at the level of your higher heart on the left. It moves right in, and these 4 elements form a sacred ball within your heart, merging and dancing together. Merging and dancing together in perfect balance. Breathe and relax as they're doing a little clearing, a little balancing. And out of them is a beautiful elemental rose with all the elements within it. Divides into separate elements exactly according to your I Am, your highest self. So yours might turn into water or air or a combination of both, or earth or fire or all 4. Just be guided. And if you don't see anything, knowing you don't need to see anything, just feel, be in your heart, trust what you get, keep breathing and stay out of the way of Great Spirit as you breathe back into your heart, letting go of all control, allowing your heart and your I Am Presence, God, Goddess Self, to move through you more fully in this sacred rose balancing activation. As you relax and breathe, there's now a flow of energy up to the throat, where there's a rose lotus like energy opening in the throat. Again, connected with Melchizedek, this Melchizedek lineage, the rose of Melchizedek looking like rose, connected with the truth, the sword of truth, speaking the truth. Allow them to fill you with light in your throat chakra. Breathe nice and deeply. As this energy moves up into your head, there's a beautiful white rose that opens in your head, and the Holy Sophia energy steps forward. She starts to gently stroke the petals of your crown, reassuring you that everything is all right, reassuring you that love and there is a higher consciousness plan, even though you may not see it, inviting you every day to connect with your heart, ground to the Mother Earth, and keep connecting just to your own magical wisdom of your heart as the higher consciousness, light, the love of the Holy Sophia is moving through you in perfect balance. We ask for help to surrender and get out of the way, so the higher cosmic plan can just flow through us perfectly, even though we may not understand it and we may see suffering around us. The inner heart sanctuary temple is where you will find your peace. Relax and breathe. There is a beautiful cosmic 12-pointed star where Mother Mary appears above you, inviting you to consciously connect to the starry void above you, where a beautiful blue rose opens with a black rose behind it. And as you observe this space from the heart, you realize that the entire universe is within you and all your cells. That there is a point within you and all your cells that you can access the universal consciousness, the one heart of love, the starry void, or wherever you need to access higher consciousness, light and love to bring you exactly what you need. Beautiful goddess dressed in black comes forward with a black rose merged with a red rose. She touches your heart and your womb as they keep changing color. The black rose turns into the red rose turns into the black rose, because they are one field. One field. She's reminding us that when you work with the roses, you will bring in the perfect dimension, the perfect color ray, the perfect energy of the rose that you need. You just need to breathe into your heart, empty your mind, and get out of the way. And now there is an activation with a blue rose at your back, the center of your back, blue platinum goldy rose opening cosmic wings in the back of your being in a very beautiful platinum gold light, allowing your heart field at the back to fully open. They're energetically helping you open the heart field at the back of your body as a beautiful sacred white platinum light goes through your heart in front and behind, balancing past, future connections, bringing the sacredness and the knowing into the now. Everything we need to know is here. We don't need to go delving if we're not shown. We only need to heal what is shown to us by Great Spirit in the now. Breathe and let everything go. Feeling your feet, feeling your heart, allowing the highest ascended rose guides and rose helpers aligned with the I Am to come into your being. There is a weaving of cosmic alchemical light going down your light column now. Going down your light column, specifically on the right and the left, where a beautiful cosmic light again, platinum white light, beams out on the right and the left, connecting you to a multi-dimensional space of sacred light and love within your heart, strengthening this for you. Some sacred symbols, an anchor at your back to seal the energy, an anchor at your front, and an anchor on either side, connected with Divine Highest Good Goddess Isis. As the roses now gently close a little, just closing enough as your I Am presence comes in to invite you back into your body, as your I Am presence in the highest rose consciousness, light and love, adjust your energy field exactly as it's meant to be right now, in the one field of the one heart of love. As you relax and breathe, just allowing yourself to move your fingers and move your toes, allowing yourself to breathe deeper, to be breathed by the breath, be breathed by your body. Knowing that we are spirit on a human journey. These roses bless your journey, eternity. And take your time. Just take your time to come back into your body and know that this meditation will just help you to receive little inklings, little intuitions about maybe what color of rose you should start with. If you're drawn to the roses at all, you will know because you might have felt love in your heart, or felt a shift of energy, or felt a connection to a guide, felt something, even a shift. So remember those uncomfortable feelings. The roses are very good at pushing those out because there's so much love in them. So that soul wrenching, I call it, the roses can help you to squeeze the deepest pain out of your body. So also you might have got an experience with a little elemental or one of the elemental roses. So I'm just going to say thank you so much for everybody watching. May you receive many, many rose blessings, and may you have the courage to fully open your heart and be the divine, beautiful vessel that you are to do your soul's work on this earth, if that's your calling. And if not, many, many rose blessings anyway. Thank you so much for watching.